Hi guys, it's Girl Z. I hope you guys are good, you guys are great, and you're having a wonderful day. So today I'm going to be talking to you guys about the things that my husband and I had to learn together to make our marriage work. So I wrote down a few things and I'm going to be reading out all of them to make sure that you guys are on the same page as me. So the first thing that we had to learn, especially working with the foundation, was that teamwork is essential, and I mean even on the smallest things, because with the foundation I also learned that you can get information from one source but differently, so we also had to come down and look at where are the loopholes, like what are we doing wrong, because we keep on getting manipulated, we keep on fighting over external things, and we don't fight about our own personal things. We always fight about, this one said that, but they said it like this to me, they said it like that to you. So there was always that element of we are not treated the same, right? And for us to get to the bottom of that, it was so much easier when we started looking at things with cross-referencing information, and also like working as a team. When you see him, you see me. When you see me, you see him. Whatever you say to me is gonna get to him. Whatever you say to me, vice versa. So it was so much easier because now it was less manipulations. Everything was just out. And another thing was also having to use our gender differences to our advantage. So what do I mean by that? As a woman, I would definitely know when a woman is being manipulative. As a man, he would definitely know when a man is being manipulative. So there would be like instances where guys come into my life, but I would not sense any manipulation, but he would sense it because like he's a guy, he knows. And then there would also be instances where women come into his life and there's like, I would sense that manipulation as well, but he wouldn't. So we would always give each other advices based on our gender differences, and that really worked for us because it helped us a lot not to get people into our lives that have ill intentions. Another thing was having difficult conversations. Okay, growing up, I didn't have a platform to speak out, right? No matter what the challenge or problem I'm facing, I had to just like keep it. So for me, speaking and having conversations was like one of the most difficult thing. And I love the fact that I got into a space where my husband was like, listen, we need to have difficult conversations. I don't know how it's gonna go, but we need to at least like try have difficult conversations, and even if it's uncomfortable, but we need to get to a solution. And yeah, that is also another thing that we had to learn as a team, right? And also like speaking out if something is not well with you or something was said in a certain way, like say it, I actually didn't like A, B, and C, and then we resolve it and then we move on, instead of holding on to it like the whole freaking day, and the other person is walking around eggshells because you didn't say anything and they don't know what they did wrong. Yeah, well, and also like another thing is accepting our differences. So with me, I don't like closing doors, right? And for my husband, at first it was like really irritating because for him it's a security bridge. But growing up, I was not security conscious. Like it is just one of those things that I really didn't have. And then with him, it's like he likes hanging his jackets in the office. So when I would go to the bathroom, I would freak out because I'm thinking there's someone sitting there. So at first it used to irritate living ish out of me, like the living ish out of me. But now I'm just like, he's like that. And he's also like, she's just like that. So it's that situation where it's like now we understand the differences that we have and we are working with what we have. Like if he finds the door open, he closes it without making a big deal. If I find the jacket in the office, I'm gonna take it out without having to make a big deal about it. So now we are really getting to a space where we understand that we're different and we don't do things the same. Another thing is also like appreciating no, another thing is like understanding that appreciation is different for both. Like, we don't appreciate each other the same way. So I can't expect him to appreciate me the way I appreciate him, and he can't expect me to appreciate him the way he appreciates me. Hope you get that one. But yeah, the element of appreciation had to really come into play to also understand, Uti, maybe I might not be appreciating you the way you expect, but this is how I'm appreciating you. Nai, on the other hand, yabo. So yeah, those are the things that we had to essentially learn, and the things that we also had to really sit down with and decide, okay, what kind of environment do we want for ourselves, right? Because as much as there was a lot of judgment around, oh my gosh, our relationship is not gonna work, not only from my side but also from his side, you know, because some people have this tendency with, yo, like, young people don't know what they want, they're probably not ready for marriage and all that, you know. So it's better to marry like later in life. Some people have that. So another thing that we also had to like sit down and talk about was like the kind of home we want, right? So we didn't grow up in the same environment, and we didn't have the same structure growing up. Obviously, we're not from the same family, but what kind of values do we want in our home, and what kind of toxicity don't we want to be in our home? Like, we had to literally look at our pasts, you know, and revisit the fact that this is one of the things I'm not going to tolerate, this is the kind of thing that I'm not going to tolerate, and so on. So we also made it our journey to make sure it's okay, we don't bring our pasts into our future. And how do we best do that? By always checking in with each other. It's okay, I'm seeing that behavior again, can we work on that? I'm seeing this again, can we work on that? But like gently reminding each other to not tap back into our pain and our hurt, to just make sure that our environment now is much better and safer. Thank you guys for being here. I'm so grateful. I love you guys.